Quit acting stupid. With
Bobby,
Sammy,
Rudy,
and
Andy.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Quit Acting Stupid. I'm your host, Jamie Paredes, and joining me, as always, are my brothers, Bobby, Rudy, and Andy. And who else?
Avery.
And Avery. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you, Avery?
Good.
Yeah,
What do you think of our-
regular kid?
Good.
Do you like our costumes?
Yeah.
So we brought Avery with us because she had a strong desire to be on the show, and since it's Halloween, we thought we would talk to her about some Halloween-ish type stuff. First and foremost, we have to talk a little throwback from last week about the spelling words.
Yes.
What did we just get done doing, Avery?
Spelling words and reading.
Spelling words and reading. We did spelling words and reading tonight. Everybody wants to know, our whole audience wants to know, did you ever figure out how to spell goes?
Goes.
Don't make me look dumb.
G-A.
No, that's ghost. Goes.
Speak up, please.
Loud.
G-O-N-E.
No, that's goes and done. Goes.
G-O-E-S.
Now done.
Yes, she got it.
O-N-E.
Or was it done or gone? Or I
Done.
forgot.
No,
It was done. Yeah, because it was D1. So what's done?
D-O-N-E.
And then so then tonight we studied spelling words before we got on, and they're all Halloween themed.
Ooh.
So the first two we're having issues with, and it's ghost and pumpkin. So can you spell ghost? We almost came to tears with ghost. So can you spell ghost?
Best guest ever.
For those of you listening on Spotify, that was a strong shoulder shrug.
Just tell him, hey, look, Dad, it's only Tuesday. I'll have it by Friday.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I won't.
How did you do? What did you get on your spelling test last week?
We don't know. We haven't gotten it back yet.
You haven't gotten it back?
Yeah.
So I have a question for Avery. What
What?
is the sacrament called where Jesus forgives sins?
Mm.
Can you guess?
Sacra what?
Where Jesus
Whatever, dude.
Jesus forgives sins.
She's like, I didn't know I was going to be getting electric shocks. She had no idea we were going to be grilling her like this.
Reconciliation.
Boom! Look at that. She got it.
No. Tell me,
All
what's
right.
holy orders? What's holy orders?
All right. No,
All
we're
right.
done with it.
Anyways,
let's
let's
stop
talk
letting her. Stop making her answer questions.
some fun
Like,
stuff.
That's all the
So,
show is.
What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
A black cat.
Meow.
Tabby. And what is your sister Alicia going to be?
A veterinarian.
Veterinarian.
So you're going to be her patient, right?
Nope.
Yes.
She should walk around with tools, and you should walk around with like a little incision.
When you get run over,
Her paw, yes, a cast.
when you get run over by a car, she will fix you up.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep, that's how that's going to go.
Okay. Next time.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What kind of candy are you most looking forward to getting tomorrow? What are you
Kit
searching
Kat.
for? Kit
Kit
Kat,
Kat.
because you're
Get
a cat.
Black cat.
I got a whole bag of Kit Kats upstairs. I was going to bring some down here.
Oh, give me a break.
break me off a piece of that.
Give me a break.
She doesn't get that part.
Okay.
She wasn't alive in the 80s to see that commercial. So, does your dad take a lot of your candy?
Always.
Always?
Oh man.
Yeah.
What? So if Kit Kats are your
Huh?
If Kit Kats are your favorite, what's your least favorite candy? Which one do you hate the most? That if Dad took it, you'd say that's fine. I don't care. I don't like that one anyway.
Yeah, which one do you throw at other kids?
Nothing.
Do you like
my
candy?
least and I hate Takis.
Takis.
Yeah,
Takis,
Takis.
those are chips. Do people give out Takis on Halloween?
I thought she meant like movies with sound.
You realize that Takis. You realize you're Mexican. You gotta like Takis.
No thanks.
Macy loves Takis.
I honestly don't know what a Taki is. What is that?
They're chips. They're spicy chips from Mexico.
Aren't they like in bugle shape? I don't know. Whatever. This is boring. But yes, Takis are like spicy chips. Hey, so when is your guys'? Are you having a Halloween party at school this year?
I think so.
It's called the Penny Carnival, and they have loose change, and they play all kinds of games.
Oh wait, Dad. Can we bring pennies? Because it's a penny carnival.
No,
So they give
Penny
10
Carnival. No. This is All Hallows Eve. This is when the devil comes to her face. Like we're supposed to be like worshiping
Scary.
like scary
Lightning.
things. Not a penny carnival. What is that? That's ridiculous.
Penny carnival. Is that seriously what they're calling it?
Rudy's ridiculous. That's what you get from talking to my dad like that.
I didn't even hear what she said. What'd she say?
She said Rudy's ridiculous.
She's got me. Nerd. Hey, so what are your friends? What are your friends dressing up as? What are your
Who's your
friends
best friend?
dressing up as?
Yeah. Tell us about your friends and what they're dressing up as.
Cecilia is dressing up as a black cat as well.
What else? Who else?
No one else is black cats, but Sam is gonna be a dude from Minecraft.
Is Sam your boyfriend?
Sam, that sounds like a
No.
good name.
Oh, sorry.
No, he's my friend.
Yeah.
Is
Wait.
he a boy?
So he's your friend and he's a boy, so he's your boyfriend.
Friend boy. Yes, Sam's kind of, he's got it down. He hangs around all the girls in school, so he's kind of the Mac Daddy.
That's kind of how Anthony Spino was, but we'll get to that later.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up with Avery, so we can get to bed.
No.
What else do you want to talk about, Avery? What else you got on your mind?
She had some jokes
Who wants to-
before the show started, so
Yeah,
maybe we
tell us
can
a
hear
couple-
some Halloween
tell us a-
jokes.
Yeah, tell us a couple jokes before you go.
Oh yeah, Uncle Andy wasn't here when you were telling your jokes, I don't think. So tell your jokes.
Okay.
Nice and loud.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
Who's there?
Why are you crying? You're making me blush.
Oh,
That's
all right,
hilarious.
next. We're building up to the best one. Go ahead. Next.
Okay, if you say so. What do ghosts use to wash their hair?
What?
Shampoo?
Yep, you got it.
Whoa, you got it.
All right, last one.
No, two more.
Oh,
Did
two
you hear
more.
that,
Okay.
Dante?
Two more.
What's a cat's favorite candy?
What's a cat's favorite candy?
Give
I
up.
don't know. I do.
Kit Kats.
You
What's a
know,
cat's favorite color?
What?
Mm,
Purple.
Whoa. I've got one.
That's where she drops the mic.
I've got one.
But don't drop it. He paid for that.
How do you make a dead baby float?
Uh,
2 scoops of ice cream, 2 scoops of dead baby.
that doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. It's not funny. That's dumb.
On that note,
It's a recipe.
It'll
On
make
that
sense
note-
in a couple years.
Miss Avery needs to go to bed to get her rest.
Thank you for joining us, Avery.
Yes, Avery, thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Maybe next time we'll have Macy on and
Oh, did you hear her?
what's
Say
your
it again.
Vote for Quit acting stupid.
Yes, on election week, no less.
Yes. Vote for quit acting stupid.
And she's got a dance to go with it.
All right, we'll see y'all in a bit. Carry on.
All right, we'll see ya. Hey, we can't? Oh, so I removed him, and then he. Anyways, guys, we're sitting here looking stupid in a costume.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on Spotify knows that we are.
Yeah, we are dressed in costume today.
Yeah,
At least
as we are a couple days ahead of Halloween, and I came from trunk or treat at the kids' school today, so we all got done up. Vanessa was Elsa, Nathan was Olaf, and then Kaylee and I did did makeup here.
You sent me some pictures. I'll try to get them on as we're talking throughout this thing. Maybe when Jamie gets back on, but
yeah, well, I should say I am dressed as Miguel from Coco. To anyone listening,
I thought it was Kung Fu Panda.
No, I thought you were joking. I mean, I have a guitar.
Clearly.
Anyway,
And
so Miguel
it says De La Cruzito.
De La Cruz, and then Bobby is
What's up, Blair? Hut.
he's
Come
Peyton
on, man.
Manning.
He's Pepe Le Weppy.
He kicks the ball,
Kick the ball.
and I am Daniel LaRusso. It's cooler if you could see the back of this gi, but I'll show
us.
Well,
Take it off.
I might actually leave it off. It's freaking hot.
I know. This costume works better with the hood on and everything, but it's hot in here.
Oh, you're from the dojo Miyagi no karate.
Miyagi Do Karate. Maybe I'll just put it like right here so you guys can see it.
Not bad. That's a good idea.
Well, then I just covered up sitting on it. Anyway, guys, I don't want to leave him waiting anymore. We've got our first repeat guest, friend of the show. Friend of the show has a special event coming up this weekend, and I wanted to have him on so he can talk about it. Old Northeast buddy, second time on the show, guys. Please welcome Anthony Spino.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Let me. Oh,
Hey guys,
there you go.
it's my
How's it going, buddy?
first time with Andy on the show.
That's right.
That's right.
That's how long ago it's been, I guess.
Jamie got back quick. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were just laying her down, right? You weren't
Yeah.
going to put her to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
All good.
we just introduced Anthony, so we're like in the process of.
That's good,
Anthony,
Jamie.
the first two-time guest. That's quite the honor.
Yeah.
Pretty nice to be back. Thanks for having me on. I texted Rudy earlier this week and asked him if he could help promote this upcoming event, and he shared it on his social media page, which I really appreciate. And then texted me earlier today and seen if I could come on and say a little bit more about it. So here I am. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. No
What is
problem.
going on?
Yeah. Tell us about it this week, even though we're all dressed looking stupid right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of hard to take him serious, but I got these clowns going.
Well, he's not dressed goofy. Just us. Just we are.
Well, and that's why I thought, like, when I was the only one, I was like, oh, you guys better put on a damn costume because this is going to be awkward.
So if Bobby takes his helmet off and I take this off, all of a sudden you're the only one dressed up again. which honestly is pretty funny.
I have to show you. I'll have to find a picture of this comedian who tweeted out that she went dressed at a party. She went dressed to a Halloween party dressed as the Babadook, but it was more of a adults drinking wine type party. So it was just a picture of her sitting around a bunch of people with a Babadook costume on. It's one of the funniest things.
Which one of these two guys? Which one of these two guys looks more like Kung Fu Panda? I'm just.
I've never seen Kung Fu Panda, so I don't.
You've never seen it? There's like 5 installments. You've never seen any of them?
I tried to.
No.
I tried to watch one, and it was pretty boring. Anyway,
I think
I think we're getting off the topic here.
Yeah, we'll get back. We'll get back to that. Anthony, tell us about this weekend. You got an event, an online event that people here your old friends in Northeast can join you. Let them know.
Yeah, I actually shared the event with you. I don't know if you can post it, but it's 10:30 your time till 1 o'clock. We're going to be talking about blood pressure and how to get it back to normal. It's something that we're all dealing with. A lot of us when we become adults, and this group that I work with called Physicians Committee in Plant Power Metro New York. They talk about how you can get it under control by what you put on the end of your fork. So we'll talk about some different ways to help the blood pressure, and then I'll show you some recipes that are pretty good and easy. We'll make 3 or 4 different recipes. That'll be the whole spill. It'll be an hour and a half, and it's some great information that's important to us and our parents. I'm sure we all know someone with high blood pressure. So,
well, we've got somebody on this show that has high blood pressure.
Don't we all have it?
I was going to say, are we not 4 for 4?
I think we all have it. You're lying.
I don't.
Not high blood pressure. I have
Not
other
me
things.
neither.
Not high blood pressure.
I've been taking blood pressure medication since I was probably like 22. So
now I have a question. I have a question, Anthony. So you are, and maybe I missed it when I was gone or whatever, but you are a vegan chef, and so is this strictly vegan dishes that we're talking?
Yeah. The Physicians Committee is I think 1,700 doctors across the country, and that's pretty much what they teach is how to get off a lot of the medicine that we're on and eat the right foods, eliminate the right foods, and add more fruits and vegetables, more potassium, and less of the fatty food. It's been shown that most of the people that have tried this out can get off of their medication and kind of take their health back in their own hands, which a lot of people are excited about.
So it looks like you're going to be, let's see, this Saturday's the 2nd. So it looks like you're going to be doing a breakfast tofu scramble. Are these different? It's a breakfast tofu scramble. That's one item. And then a broccoli salad. Is that a second item?
That's right. Okay. And then we're going to make a homemade mayonnaise, and then we're going to make a chocolate mousse, and all plant-based, all super healthy, all delicious. And the best part, it's super simple. One of the misconceptions about eating healthy is it takes a lot of prep and a lot of work. But after watching these recipes, I think you'll find out that it's not that difficult. You just got to kind of change your mind on what ingredients to buy.
All right. So I'm going to speak on behalf of the other 3 on this show, but I think, we are big people about taste. How does it taste? And so I'm assuming, in fact, I know that you've tried all of these things, the tofu scramble, the broccoli salad, the mayo, the mousse. Do they taste good?
No, they're spot on. I've been eating, vegan plant-based for a few years, and after finding this Physicians Committee and finding these recipes that they have, I'm really surprised how easy they are, but more importantly, how good they taste, because I come from the same thought as you, is if it doesn't taste good, you're not going to get anyone to change what they're eating,
Imagine Anthony answering your question like, "Nah, it tastes like crap, dude."
I was gonna say, what are his choices? Is he gonna say no? Don't show up. This tastes terrible.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't lie to you. They really do taste good. They figured out a way to, the tofu scramble is very simple to scrambled eggs. They taste like scrambled eggs, and you could add your own twist to it. If you like spicy, you could add the jalapeno peppers. If you like a little extra garlic, hot sauce, however you like your.
I was about to say hot sauce. Hot sauce.
I mean, hot sauce makes everything better, but yeah, it tastes great, and they're simple too. That's the kicker. So
yeah, I'm looking at this Snicker Bites here. I'm a little curious. What all goes into that one?
So the Snicker Bites are dates, I don't know if you guys ever snack on dates before, but if you take a date and you break it in half, stuff it in stuff peanut butter in it, and then you melt a little chocolate and drizzle it on top. And easy snack and easy dessert, and tastes great. And you could eat a few of them and not feel sick in the morning or sick at night.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second, because I want to explore that a little bit further, but that's under the how food can improve sexual wellness. Let's get back to your
what?
It says it right there.
Yeah, that was the second class.
I can't see. That's too small for me. I can't.
That was last week's class. But
wait. That's what she's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while we're doing jokes, I had a joke about homemade mayonnaise, but then I realized that it's probably like an advertisement, like we're promoting his thing.
No, we're being serious.
And also, Jamie's never had a date. That was a joke in there too when you asked if we've had dates. But I'm letting them slide because we're promoting your deal. But I'm leaving a lot of jokes.
Did I blow it up? Can you see it better now?
Yeah. Well, I went to full screen, so now I can see it. But
okay.
It was.
But so a couple of things real quick. Looks like. Tell me about the Physicians Committee. Is that a nonprofit organization? The Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine.
Yeah, I'm going to share the link to it, but I think it's 1,700 physicians across the country. Dr. Neil Barnard in Washington, D.C. started it, and they're just kind of teaching us all how to take our health back in our hands. They talk of the power of the fork. I know I mentioned it earlier, but a lot of the diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, is all. It has something to do with what we're eating and what we're not eating. So,
right.
And it looked like registration for these classes. Let me here. I can pull this next thing up. But registration for the classes, it looked like it ends on Friday at what time? I think I think
it's noon or 3:00. So you got a few couple days. But if you got a loved one that is just got the news about blood pressure, or someone that's been dealing with it for a while, wants to try to take their health back in their hands, love for you to join. And if anything, you can learn some nice recipes that are easy and that taste pretty good.
So scroll back down. Did Jamie give you permission to use this picture on the website?
No,
it was a pig.
Yeah.
But you've already scrolled up, so the joke is gone now. Thanks.
Which I did feel like was a little on the nose. To have.
It was. This is right there.
There we go.
Jamie.
Yeah, I don't have a comeback yet. You got me on that one.
So registration, you said, is like noon on Friday, or is it the deadline?
That's right. Yeah.
Which means we need to get this posted fairly quickly. Is there a fee that goes along with
Eastern,
it?
Yeah, I think it is $15 or $20. It's put on by a group, non-for-profit here in New York called Plant Power Metro New York, and they've been helping me out through the last 5 or 6 years, kind of get my health back in the right direction. And since then, I've started working with them, and this is one of the projects. It's funny. You guys probably already know this, that men are so hard-headed that they're the hardest ones to get to kind of try out eating differently and try to eat better. Most of the members in Plant Power Metro New York and most of our cooking classes are like 95% women. So they're trying to get the men involved and trying to get them, as you guys know, eating healthy really isn't a macho thing. Eating hot dogs and sausage is more macho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
you got an uphill battle there. But $25 for the class.
And they're online on Zoom, I assume?
Yeah,
yes.
Online on Zoom. It should be a good time. I really appreciate you guys taking time out and promoting this. If we get a few more guests Friday, it'll be fantastic.
Awesome.
Is it filling up? I mean, is the class? I mean, do you have a certain amount of spots that
we could take as many as many? I think the last few classes we had about 10. Well, we had women also, so we probably had like 6 men. So if we can get, another 5 or 6, that would be fantastic. But women are also, we love to have women also, because most of the time we find that the women are doing most of the cooking. So
Cooking for the men in their lives.
Trying to get us to eat. It's the hard part. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to say, I've never had tofu.
I had tofu once.
Yeah. It's not something we grew up on, huh?
Right.
Yeah, not at all. I worked with a guy from LA, and I went to his house I think we were watching some game or something. They prepare. I mean, he was an LA guy, and they had some kind of tofu casserole type thing, and I tried it, and it was fine.
You know what? I take that back. I have had it at Chipotle. Didn't they have one for? Yeah. I think it was like during Lent or something.
No, they have it. They have it all the time. I usually get the sofrito. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's
It's
it.
fantastic. Yeah, that's
I think
my
it was during
go-to.
Lent or something, and I really didn't notice any. Yeah,
It's a
That's the
protein.
thing. I've had tofu a couple times in a few things, and it's like if you didn't tell me that's what it was, I would have thought, oh, this chicken's got a little weird texture, but it tastes it blends into whatever's around it well enough anyway.
100%.
Right.
That's actually the class. We're going to do the savory tofu scramble, which will taste like eggs, and then it's diverse. It's just like what Andy said. It tastes like whatever you make it. You can make it taste like chicken. You can make it taste like it's whatever the flavor you're looking for. It's soybeans is what it is. It's processed soybeans. So
that was gonna be my next question. Yeah, what exactly?
Yeah, it's just soybeans processed, and it's great for, like, you can make it a grilled chicken for like a sandwich. We're gonna make the mayonnaise actually out of it also. So
All right. So the 2 deadlines here are register by Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then the class actually takes place Saturday morning. Looks like it would be 10:30 Central Time, 10:30 a.m. An hour and a half is what it looks like. And
we'll do like 30 minutes talking about the health reasons for changing up a little bit. We'll have either Dr. Bernard or one of someone from Physicians Committee that'll present a little video of the science and why, which is their department, and then I'll get to come in and do the fun stuff of actually cooking and showing you how simple these recipes are.
I like simple, so may have to check that out.
Yeah, and you can forward Bobby any of the information on session 2 about getting better in the bedroom. Please.
Hey, no lie, I love me a black bean burger, and there are times that I'll choose that over a beef patty.
So what's the website to register? Do we have that up?
This is it.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Okay. So it's
$25.
So we'll post it on our page again. But so cool, man.
I like the bilingual.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah, Physicians Committee, they offer all their classes in Spanish also here in New York. We almost get more requests for Spanish-speaking classes than the English-speaking classes. So
well, I mean,
Interesting.
those of us that I shouldn't say those of us. Those who for whom Spanish is the first language probably are more inclined to do stuff that is easy and maybe not always healthy. And so it's good that you're targeting this audience. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, except they're going to come expecting to learn how to make sofritas, but so hopefully that's on the lesson plan at some point.
I would love to know how to make that Chipotle sofritos, because that is spot on.
Cool.
Man.
All right, so we've got to get this out so people can know about it.
Yeah, we'll get it up as quickly as possible, I guess.
Yeah, I know that's on me. That's
I
No pressure.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but we all know.
I had so many drops and so many, but I guess I had to hands off while we're promoting this. But
show some respect, man.
there were some good ones that I could have dropped in there to. Anyway,
Usually
Quit
hands
acting
off leads
stupid.
to more drops.
Anywho, Anthony,
Thank you very much.
Are you leaving us, Anthony?
I think I'll let you guys go on, and I'll either be backstage listening or listen when it comes out. Here in New York, it's almost 10:30, and
that's right. Yeah.
Actually, your favorite Yankees, I think, are still in the lead. I don't know how long that's going to last.
they're not my favorite. Dang it! I threw my hat over there. I got my Dodgers hat today. I threw my Dodgers hat over there. Ever since they beat the Royals, they're kind of they made me mad. So no, I don't like them anymore.
They made me mad.
I don't like them anymore. But they do. Yeah, they took the lead 6-4. So.
Well, before Anthony goes, I wanted to say something because I haven't talked to you in person in years. But back in 2019, I visited New York, and while I was there briefly, I went to the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And your wife actually helped me out with a dilemma because there was a ticket snafu where we got tickets under my wife's name, but she was there for a business trip and she wasn't going to be able to go, but we couldn't transfer tickets under name, blah, blah, blah. And your wife really came through and helped me out. And I thought she was just going to get me in the building. Like all I needed was something under my name, but then I was very surprised to show up to get VIP treatment. I was in the front row. I was introduced to her assistants. And it was funny because they kept asking me, like, if you need anything, just don't hesitate to ask. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't even know what I can ask for. Like water? I don't know. Like I'm just sitting here. It was really cold. I was like, is there a blanket? I don't know. I didn't know what to ask for. But it occurred to me at the end, as me and I just found a buddy that I hadn't seen, that was in New York. I was like, hey, you free? Come with me to the show. We were walking out, and as we were walking out, I'm looking back, I'm seeing all these people like taking pictures on stage. And I remember thinking, like, I bet that's something I could ask for. So, so I'm like, next time.
Oh, you didn't ask, huh?
No, I didn't. At that point, we were already leaving, like walking out the building. I just kind of looked back. I was like, oh, that would have been. I didn't know where those assistants were.
See, your brother Rudy hooked you up, man.
Yeah. He pointed me your direction. He hooked it all up. And
no, that's awesome. I didn't realize that happened, but yeah, that's great. Yeah, we haven't talked since you were a kid. Time flies, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
And now he's
Kung Fu Panda.
I keep saying Kung Fu Panda, he's and then I want to call you Coco, but it's Miguel. Like, yeah.
Yeah, everybody that there. I was very discouraged at how few people recognized that it was Coco.
As soon as you pull up the guitar, it's spot on.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, with my Karate Kid gear on, you look kind of like the skeletons that beat up Daniel LaRusso in the first.
That's fair. That's a good. Maybe we just kind of.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Well, you can't see the jeans and I got them cuffed, and I got the black sneakers and everything. It kind of it goes together. But anybody who did recognize me just called me Coco, which is not quite right.
Mama Coco.
Yeah, but I was just like, man, none of these kids. No, I'm betting none of these kids have seen this movie. So, let's get on it, parents. But no, I wanted to say thank you for that too, Anthony. Thank you, and thank Denise for me, please.
I'll tell her for sure. I'm glad you got taken care of.
Yeah. Yes. This is exactly. I think it's pretty.
It's kind of spot on. You're right. You're even your hair in the front.
Yep.
Yep. Kind of spot on. So
worth it.
Well, Ant, appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, like you mentioned, we know it's a little later out there on the East Coast, so we can let you go. But we'll be.
Hey, just one word of advice: don't go to any Diddy parties if you get invited.
That's in L.A. That's not New York, is it?
He's a New York guy, wasn't he? In New York,
he was East Coast.
I'm sure he's bi-coastal.
He's East Coast, but I think his parties
among other things.
I'm well sleeping by the time any of them parties are starting.
Did Denise ever? Because I'm sure, has Denise met P. Diddy?
I don't think so. I've never asked her. She's never brought it up.
Did you just ask the man if his wife had ever gone to a Diddy party?
No, I asked if she had met. She's worked for different shows. She's worked for different television shows who have guests. She's met a lot of people.
I think she did have him on one of her shows, And I think he had like a presence that wasn't welcoming. It was almost like he was bothered to be a part of the show. I don't remember if it was
there were no 12-year-old boys on there.
One of her friends was talking, but they didn't have too many nice things to say about him being a part of the show. So, yeah, here I am spreading a little Diddy rumor.
Yeah, we got the scoop.
We're going viral.
What did he do?
Oh man. Well, again, I appreciate you coming on and being our first repeat guest.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I know my brother and will be tuning in. He loves watching the show.
Oh, nice.
Right.
What's up, V?
What's up, Vito? Vito, and they got that new happy hour menu down at Anthony's. And I've been meaning to stop in. Things get busy. I pick up my daughter on Wednesdays. Everybody's got excuses, but I need to get down there because the happy hour menu, I've looked at it and it's I can come in and handle some of that stuff. So I'll have to stop by and see him.
For sure. I'll be in for Thanksgiving, so hopefully I could see you.
So are you coming in for Christmas or just Thanksgiving?
Just Thanksgiving. We
Okay.
take turns. So Thanksgiving with my family and Christmas with Denise's family.
Denise's family's out on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
California?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a good system. Is there other holidays you alternate like that? What else makes the cut?
No, just Christmas and Thanksgiving you alternate, okay. And then we usually spend 4th of July in Kansas City. That's always
on Van Brunt. down on Van Brunt.
We should do that.
We actually get away and go down the Ozarks usually. We try to. We do an Airbnb.
Nice.
It's like our Spino family vacation down the lake for a few days. It's hard to get Vito out of the restaurant, as you guys know, because you got to marry the restaurant.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But props to him.
Well, my brother Bob just didn't want to say bye, so he took off and
Why am I catching strays?
because you had to go pee. I saw you go in that bathroom back there, putting all your business out on the street.
You work out in the evening. You drink a lot of water. Things happen.
Anywho,
fair.
Yeah, man. Trying to think. We'll catch up soon. Definitely when you come in town next month or for Thanksgiving, give me a shout. I'll come down to the restaurant and we'll catch up.
Right on. You guys keep up.
Oh
no!
My hands are here. Did he?
I think he hung up on himself.
I think he hung up on himself.
Oh no! He was going to give us a compliment too.
I know.
I think he was saying, "Keep up the good work."
I could have posted that on social media, and now he's gone.
Wow. All right. Well,
keep up the what else? What else could he have said? Keep up the.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep the jokes. Keep up the jokes.
I don't know, man. But
I don't know.
Well, that was Anthony.
Good. Yeah. Good. First repeat guest. So that was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
are we going from here, fellas? We got there was a full agenda, wasn't there? I mean, we've got Halloween coming up here in a couple days.
Yes.
We've got the election next week. I don't think there was really anything we wanted. Well, there was something I think we were going to talk about there, but
have you guys done early voting yet?
I have not. I completely forgot until somebody had mentioned it to me, and I was like, I forgot I did do that 4 years ago. I
did too, and it was a crazy long line. I remember I had to. It was down on Independence Square, and I was like around the corner. It was a long line. Anyways, Mom and Dad went today, and it was about 2.5 hour wait. So
2.5 hour wait.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go day of.
I know. I'm like, well, maybe all these fools have already gotten it out of the way, and so then go day of.
Hey, I have to give him a compliment. Kansas knows how to do it right. I mean, Anita and I and Tomas, we all went, I don't know, yesterday about 6 o'clock. And it took us all of 15 minutes to get in there, vote, and done. 15, 20 minutes.
This is Tomas's first presidential election, right?
It was.
Yes.
Is this the first time voting period?
Yes, it was.
Same for Manny. You got a picture?
Well. I think we've got pictures of the boys. You know what? It's on Anita's phone.
I should have downloaded them on here so I could have pulled them up. But Manny had his first time. But like you said, with Kansas, him and Parker both win. Parker's voted before, but not in a presidential election though. But anyways, they were both in and out like 5-10 minutes.
With his very valuable "I voted" sticker, and I told him you need to hang on to that because don't they give out free stuff at on the day of the election if you bring in your "I voted" sticker?
Sometimes, yeah, some places will do that.
So
yeah.
I plan on doing early voting because I did that last time. I might have even done that 2 times ago. I don't know. I definitely did it last time, but
There we go. He voted.
Yeah.
Way to go, bud. But yeah, so in Clay County, I was looking. The closest one to us, you can look ahead online and see what the wait times are, and they were like over an hour. I thought that was ridiculous, but you could look, and if you went to Kearney, there was no wait time. Or if you went to somewhere else, in Clay County, you can go. Just they got 3 or 4 different spots,
but you can go to any of them.
Yeah, apparently, I guess for early voting, you can.
Early voting, yeah. So
Yeah.
Kansas had like 10 different locations you could go to.
So maybe look up look at the different ones, Jamie, and see which one's the least.
But if you go the day of, you got to go to one spot, I think.
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'll have to get with
I'm
you.
still
and find out
registered.
exactly how to find out when, what website you can go to find out, with the wait times or whatever.
Yeah, I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
registered.
glad,
I'm still registered out at Mom's house. It's been like that for like 3 years. I've never changed it. So, and with the presidential election coming up, I didn't want to, because I'm sure something would get screwed up. So I'm like, let me just keep going the way I've been going and doing that. So
then your vote for Kennedy wouldn't count.
yeah.
Man.
No, I was reading something. I think that Kaylee posted a link of like all the different things that are on the ballot and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's more people for president, like for the Green Party, and why don't they get to debate?
They don't have enough. There's certain criteria you've got to meet, and they don't have enough.
I think there's like polling thresholds or something.
Yeah.
You got to be polling above a certain amount.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so.
Because I've never heard of these people. And
Xavier wanted me to point out that Texas has to be so extra that they've got their own sticker.
They all do though.
They didn't use the one that everybody else uses. They've got to have their own Texas sticker.
Now,
So I believe a lot of all the different states have their own, because I was just watching John Oliver and I'm way behind just from last month. But they were showing like there was one state where the kids got to submit theirs, their drawings to be part of the sticker. And one of them was like, I don't know, like a big, like, was it a Wolverine or something that's ripping his shirt off? An eagle.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. But the one they showed where it was like an animal like ripping its shirt off with like muscles and I don't know if it was guns, but it had something like, it was funny.
Now, did Xavier send in one for Kansas, or how does that work?
He voted in Texas. He registered to vote in there because he's a Texas resident now. He's got
you don't have to have like a certain amount of time.
I think he's in the process of getting his Texas driver's license too. I don't know if he has that yet, but
is he really going to stay down there that long?
I don't know.
He's already lived in Texas longer than Bobby did.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, I lived in Chicago for 5 years, but all I really got was a library card, I think.
A lousy T-shirt.
Yeah, several. But
interesting.
Huh.
I plan on going, I think maybe Thursday. I wanted to go today, but maybe Thursday because I'll do the same costume. So I come home a little earlier so we could do the makeup before the kids come home. Which actually today was interesting. That's actually something I was going to talk about because we came home and Kaylee was already doing hers. She did the Mama Imelda, but so she basically did makeup too. And halfway through, we're like, the kids are going to be scared when we go pick them up. Like, especially Nathan, like he has no idea what's happening. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, I better go." So I went and picked him up first to bring him home. And I kept telling him, "Okay, we're going to see Mama. We're going to see Mama." I kept saying, "Mommy's inside. Mommy's inside." So he knew that face you see is, and he stared her down for a while, but
like, mommy, why are you in blackface? And then she finished up with the white, and it was okay.
Yeah. No. You got to do the base layer white for that reason.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I know Vanessa is Elsa. What is Nathan?
He's Olaf. Here, let me.
Yeah, he's got the photos.
Yeah,
So-
probably when you're doing your
Marty-
makeup, you probably don't want to put the black right underneath your nose. Like start out right there.
Mhm.
Have that little Hitler mustache.
I can tell you,
Although apparently it's trendy to be Hitler these days.
Ooh.
I never want to do face paint because I sweat like crazy, and yeah, you can't really. You might not be able to tell, but like there's just big sweat lines.
You're gonna be like Giuliani at that press conference. What are you sweating?
It's exactly what I said because I had white like dripping down here. So here's the
Whoa! You had what?
You know what I said. So here was that picture I was talking about first of the comedian who went to the adults party dressed as the Babadook. I find that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell a Babadook is.
Dressed as who? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Jamie, have you seen it? Do you want to explain?
What's it from?
It's from the Babadook. That's like a horror movie from like 10 years ago. That was like
Oh, I've never seen it.
nobody.
I know Marmaduke, the big dog comic strip.
Yeah.
I figured that picture you just showed was probably what it would look like
Yeah.
somebody sitting looking at a place. But yeah,
Hold on. Before we move on, Andrew said that he was going to go vote on Thursday. He said, because I'll already be dressed up. Are you?
Oh, because I'll already be leaving work a little early. That's what.
No, but I mean, they gave me a great idea. You should go and vote with that makeup on, with that costume.
I don't think you can. I think you
They'll
have.
throw-
It's
they'll
not
throw
like
a
a
fit.
change. It's
they'll
not
throw a
like
fit because dead people can't vote.
You gotta. That's very true.
good point.
Don't you have to kind of like look like your ID, like to
Yeah, I'm
make
pretty
the
sure.
job
They
easier?
asked me for my ID and they asked me to recite my address, but
So here's Nathan as Olaf.
Olaf.
I like warm hugs.
Cool.
And then there's Elsa.
Look at Elsa.
Nice.
Such a doll.
And
What are
there's all four of us at trunk or treat.
Mira que pretty.
Tomas and Xavier going to be?
Well, Xavier's going as a broke young professional, and Tomas is going as a someone with narcolepsy who sleeps all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, Macy is going to be, I believe, Locke.
From Lost?
No, so
Nessie.
the Nightmare Before Christmas. There's Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Those three kids that trick or treat.
I don't remember that.
I know Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels from Guy
That's
Ritchie.
Yeah, that's a movie. No, so there's three little kids that are like trick or treaters in A Nightmare Before Christmas. Anyways, her and two of her friends. Her costume's legit. That's pretty sweet. But I don't know. I was gonna have her on if we did this tomorrow, but yeah,
You know
too
what?
much.
I have no pictures. I have no pictures of my kids in their costumes. How does that happen?
Didn't you send us some from Trunk or Treat?
Yeah, you're a terrible father, first of all. So that's
I sent pictures from Trunk or Treat tonight. Oh, you sent one a couple weeks ago, didn't you?
yeah.
I know
I've
I've seen it.
I've seen the picture. I didn't save it, that's for sure. But I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't look twice at them. But
Speaking of costumes, we knew this was going to come. In fact, I think Neil Brennan tweeted this week that somewhere a white person is going to regret
I know
their
exactly. Yeah,
regret their costume choice tonight, and it's going to ruin the rest of their life or something.
yeah. It was
So,
like Saturday. It was like Saturday afternoon, which like there's the weekend before Halloween's tons of parties for.
So
yeah.
here we go. How about this one? People on Spotify. It's a picture of looks like a young, maybe high school kid, possibly in blackface. Of course, he's apparently P. Diddy, and his girlfriend is a bottle of baby lotion, I guess.
Which it's
Look,
like,
man,
dude,
Baby oil.
Anytime you start to put blackface on, you should just stop. Just
Like
stop.
if I was Andrew doing my eyes, I would even stop for a second and be like,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
I was a little worried about it at first. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. So, and that's
But
not
here's
even
the other
good.
thing too. I don't want to look past the blackface, but I mean also, didn't P Diddy like famously dress in all white? Like that doesn't look like if you took the blackface out of it, like
Right.
that's what about that is P Diddy? It's a suit
I don't.
with the top.
He
Do
looks
you
like-
remember? Do you ever remember P Diddy in a bow tie?
He looks
No,
like if
no
P Diddy
shirt.
was going golfing.
We're going yachting.
Yeah, going yachting.
And if you're gonna go blackface and ruin your life, finish the job and go put the, if you're not wearing a shirt, take it down the neck, and I mean, don't just go. The blackface isn't even applied well.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't even do it to the chest or the hands.
Yeah.
Honestly, does it ruin your life anymore? I mean, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
he looks more like Farnsworth Bentley than P. Diddy. Do you remember that guy?
no, who's
Sounds
that?
familiar.
So do you remember? So my P. Diddy, like the era that I remember, like 2000s, when he was doing like Making the Band. Do you remember that?
Kind of, yeah.
So
I didn't watch it.
He had like a guy with him, like an assistant, I guess. I don't know. But he had like a bow tie, and he, just very, I don't know.
Don't
I
remember.
was really hoping that was going to be
that was gonna land in
a deep cut. Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Somebody out there loves that. Somebody out there loves it.
There's somebody. So what else, guys? You guys are looking at your phones. Are you guys looking for pictures still?
Yeah, I was looking for pictures. I thought Jamie had sent us some of him and his kids at a trunk or treat. I must have missed it somewhere. And maybe it was on. Did you put it on Facebook? I don't know.
No, gone. Figure.
Oh, dang it. I forgot to download the video. I don't have a clip of the week, and I forgot to download the video of Quit Acting Stupid.
Oh my God, you're awful.
I got the clip of the week. Do you want to?
That's okay. I mean, I was gonna say I've got some clips and stuff ready to go that I can just last week or now whenever I shared my screen a couple weeks ago to do the hall pass video, that was so easy. Now I feel like I can just share any video. I don't need to download anything.
Before we move off of,
we got to make sure that because I think we got what dinged for a copyright violation last week.
I wondered what that does, because the clip's still in the show. Yeah, and a buddy of mine at work was saying that maybe down the road, like, we wouldn't be able to monetize this. I'm like, we're not monetizing it. Like, we can. I'm like, but he's like, well, you never know. I mean, what do you guys take off?
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
But at that point, by the time we take off in years and years and years of doing this, we'll have such a big catalog, we can drop an episode.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We can just get rid of it.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Can I let me do, since this will be my first one, can I go ahead and do my clip of the week? Do I get the okay?
You're doing it now?
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Roxanne!
Jesus, Rafi, why do you lock the door?
I don't lock doors. It's rude. Up top.
I'm not touching you.
Come on, bro. High five. Don't leave me hanging.
No, I just need to go to the bathroom.
All right, come on in. Go between my legs.
What?
How's your aim?
No, I gotta go number 2.
Okay, then just come sit on my lap. We can double drop a deuce like we did in college.
You didn't go to college, Rafi.
So lots of people didn't go to college. You don't have to constantly throw it in my face.
Sorry for interrupting you.
You're watching it happen right now.
Oh, God.
Hey, man. You
So I gotta say, I gotta add a little context there. This was a clip taken from the TV show. Oops, hold on. Okay, that was a clip taken from that show, The League. I think I had mentioned a couple episodes ago.
Yeah,
hilarious show. Anyway, yeah, so
great
that's
show.
where it came from.
Oh, that's all that context you're gonna add.
Yeah, well, it threw me because it started playing another video. I don't know if you guys could hear that, and so I was
you ended it. Yeah, it was good.
That Rafi from The League is one of my favorite characters on television, but I gotta say, I think, and we could debate forever, but I think there's far funnier clips than that one, honestly.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll have to find some.
I mean, that's hilarious. That's
a good one.
Hilarious. That's top notch Rafi right there. So
yeah.
Anyway,
don't we have a bunch of pictures?
I got some stuff that happened this week that I can pull up and we can talk about. I don't know what order, things that I just found funny, but you guys saw this right here. Texas Tech kicker. They did a fake. Was it a fake field goal?
Fake field goal. He scores a touchdown. Go ahead. Immediately pulls up his jersey so he can reveal a Trump 2024 MAGA. So he was really proud of that and went on to miss another field goal, and his team loses by 1. So
But I like the part where didn't you say that he got pulled and replaced by a Mexican kicker?
I believe that because Tomas was looking at the box score, and I think that there was another kicker who had a Hispanic surname, and so yeah, I think a kicker, the Mexican guy at some point or a Hispanic guy at some point replaced him.
That's the only way that story can end.
They're stealing all our jobs.
That's great. That's great. Also, side note, the Nick Bosa thing.
Oh, God.
The thing that gets me is, so Nick Bosa interrupts Brock Purdy's post-game interview with his MAGA hat, which I'm surprised it took so long because Donald Trump's a big money guy. And all these MAGA hats stand out because they're red with white lettering. But now you've got black ones and you've got white ones with gold lettering. Like, because now the cult will realize that, like, oh, there's another one. I got to get all, you know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't he do this?
Get every kind.
But also because it makes you a little bit of a target. You guys might have heard over the last week. This was game 1 of the World Series. Freddie Freeman hits that home run to win the game, with a grand slam to win the game. And a lot of people online on Twitter were talking about the one lady who was sitting in the crowd that had the MAGA hat on, and how she ruined the photo with her hat. So
I heard people talk about it. I never did see her though. I never did see the photo or whatever. But the thing with
apparently throughout the whole game, she'd just been like people were tweeting about her throughout the whole game because you could tell the hat, but you could tell that the person wasn't paying attention to the game. They were like in the front row of World Series Game 1, not.
Well, the thing with Nick Bosa is, like, first of all, nobody would have known that was a MAGA. I mean, if you know Nick Bosa, you kind of know, but like you couldn't tell from like any of the stills, or I was watching it live, and like I said, I kind of put 2 and 2 together. But the thing that got me was he had the audacity to kind of interrupt Brock Purdy's interview. But then when he's asked about it in the press conference afterwards, he's like, I don't really want to talk about it. Like, what do you mean you don't want to talk about it? Like, you just interrupted a nationally televised interview.
I mean, here's the thing.
You don't want to talk about it?
Here's the thing. Football is the ultimate team sport, and that's why you can't ever really even see the players when they've got their helmets on. I mean, yeah, you can see the name and number on the back of the jersey, but then for him to totally make that moment, number one, steal the moment away from Brock Purdy, but then also make it about himself. I mean, I think that tells you all you need to know about that guy as a person as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, most people, they pointed out that most people, whenever you see an interview interrupted on the field like that, it's always to like celebrate, like, this guy, and
my quarterback did it. Nope, not him. It's all about me.
Although I will say this has nothing to do with the MAGA hat, but Bobby, because I've heard you say before that football is the ultimate team sport. I know what you mean. I get it. And I've never really played at like a intense level. So maybe there's lots of other facets to it. But to me, like the fact that, the MVP is just a quarterback award, like, and most people know quarterbacks, maybe a star offensive player, but it's like most people don't know down the roster, like who any of these people are. I feel like it does become there's there's a handful of stars, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a topic for a whole, episode. But I mean, it's just about the fact that you don't have success on a particular play if not all 11 guys are doing their own, doing their job to try and, make a few yards, on offense or on defense. If one guy's out of position, you could totally get caught in the wrong defense or wrong coverage, and so. Yeah, I mean, I could.
Maybe it's just on us as how we consume it or how it's packaged that we don't get that full appreciation of everybody. That's like a couple weeks ago we were talking about like cool jerseys to own, and like Snead would be a cool one. I was thinking recently I'd love a Leo Chenal jersey maybe, or like those kind of. But it's those guys. It's those guys that make the full team.
Unsung heroes that do the dirty work. But yeah, if you're not if you're the casual fan and you're just following the ball, you a lot of times will miss some of those people sacrificing themselves on the field. Chris Jones taking up a double team to allow Mike Dana to get a sack, something like that. So yeah, didn't mean
I just noticed a lot of these things that well, not a lot of them. All of the things that I'm going to bring up here are all sports. They're all sports related.
Fine. Bring them up, throw them up, and let's.
We can if you want. I have, like I said, I had a couple clips that I didn't realize you guys already were planning to do the other clip of the week. But the clips I have kind of queued up here too are Halloween themed, so we could kind of bounce back and forth, a little Halloween, a little sports, a little Halloween.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we can do that.
Or go ahead. Do what you.
I was just going to run through these real quick because I mean, a lot of things I just found funny on Twitter, and like I said, they're sports related. This one's just funny. So this Twitter account, Talking Yanks, I don't know if I follow them or what, but it was on my For You page, and they thought so Freddie Freeman hadn't hit his grand slam yet. And so they posted a whole graphic that says final 3-2 Yankees win, and their copy says
Jazz Chisholm
says 1 down, and it shows Jazz Chisholm, and then that says that was posted 33 seconds ago, and then immediately above it, posted 31 seconds ago, Freddie Freeman walk-off home run. That cracks me up. They had the graphic ready, and they posted it 2 seconds too early. So
I don't understand how and I don't know how legit Talking Yanks is, but like, how does anybody not wait until the clock is at 0 or until the final out's recorded before you hit send? Like, just wait.
That's a perfect segue into the Bears. What was it? Bears.
Well, I wanted that to be our quit acting stupid.
He's
right?
going to give it the award.
Can you find that? Do you have the clip, or
I don't have? That's what I wanted to get down here.
If I buy you some time, can you find it now, or is that too much?
I could. I was going to talk about these other things, but wait, Bob,
go talk about the other things. I'll find the clip.
Okay.
This one wasn't really talked about much, but it's a tweet that I'll read it. It says Bears QB Caleb Williams sent a box of rubber ducks wearing Jalen Daniels commander uniforms to Washington's training facility after Daniels didn't practice for a third consecutive day. William appears to be calling Daniels out for ducking his game versus Chicago. So at the time, I guess it was kind of in question whether Jaden Daniels was going to play or not. And so if this is true, I mean, I don't know where this comes from, but apparently they've got pictures, if you're on Spotify, of these ducks with Commanders jerseys on. But apparently he sent a box of them.
Who knows whether that actually happened, number one. Number two, didn't Jaden Daniels get the last laugh because they ended up winning?
Yep, and that will be our quit acting stupid. Go ahead, Andrew. What?
Well, I was going to say, I want to know where I can get one of these. I kind of want one of those ducks.
I know that duck's kind of cool, right?
Kind of cool.
Let me see. I might be
also,
able to...
like, ducking out of the game, the guy had, like, broken ribs or something. Right?
I know. As if he's not like Anthony Richardson, who's like.
I need to. Yeah.
I'm tired. I ran a lot.
Yeah, I missed that one. I just heard about that one tonight.
Okay, here's
I haven't seen this angle, but I've seen the one from like the end zone.
I wanted to call this our quit acting stupid because this Chicago Bear, what's his name? Tyreek something or other.
Stevenson, maybe, or something like that.
Tyreek Stevenson, I think.
Maybe it's not a video. Maybe it's not a video. Sorry, guys.
We thought you had it queued up. But that's going to be our quit acting stupid. We can announce it whenever.
You can find it on Twitter, probably.
Let me let's talk about this last thing, and this one was kind of big, and I have a couple different feelings about this. But did you guys see the new Dwayne Wade statue?
Yeah.
Wow, who is that?
Didn't they do something like this to somebody else not too long ago? Some other athlete where they made the statue and it just was horrible.
I think they do this all the time, don't they?
Yeah, I think it happens all the time.
I know what you're talking about.
Wasn't there didn't a Kobe statue go up recently and it didn't look like him?
That might have been it.
This one though, like all the news stations and everything, they were just ripping it. And I'm sitting here thinking, what if you were the sculptor? Like, and you're just hearing everybody rip on your thing. And then I immediately started thinking, I wonder if they probably could have called in our cousin Rudy to former guest, go back episode, 43, 44, something like that.
Probably could have done a much better job.
He could have done a better job. I wonder if, because man, and the other thing too is like, if you were Dwayne Wade, wouldn't you kind of demand like, hey, I need final approval on this thing? Because when they unveiled it, he looked pissed off. Like he looked not happy.
They did
And
it to that soccer guy. It was a soccer guy, I think.
Oh,
they did
was it Messi?
Was it? I don't know if it was Messi or
Oh no, it was Sean Taylor from the Commander from
Sean Taylor.
Oh, Sean Taylor's was terrible too. No, there was a soccer player too, though. I'll throw out all my soccer players that I know. Ronaldo.
And we'll have to throw out we'll have to throw out a screenshot of this, but everybody was talking on social media that they should have gotten the sculptor that did Ed Reed's Hall of Fame bust. I don't know if you've seen. Ed Reed was the defensive back for the Baltimore Ravens, and he had a whole bunch of I guess dreadlocks, maybe not dreadlocks. I don't know what the proper term is, but he had a large amount of hair, voluminous hair.
Braids.
I don't know if it was braids. Yeah, I'm not down with what the proper terminology is.
I figured you wouldn't be down with that. Yeah.
Anyway, the point is,
what's that?
This me after taking my second dose of colonoscopy prep.
Well, do you have the one, Rudy? I don't know if you have it.
I've got one. Hold on.
So I cut you off, Bobby. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
That's good. Laughing at these.
That made
what
me
about
laugh.
the other one I sent you with?
I don't.
You know what we should do though is we should get Rudy Garcia to make us an ornament of that statue.
Yes. Anyways, terrible statue. I kind of felt for the sculptor.
It does beg the question.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's a good one.
It looks like Han Solo frozen in carbonate. That fits perfect.
It does beg the question though, like what is the process here? Like what do they pick the picture? Do they have the player involved
That's the thing.
in the talks of what's happening?
I haven't seen a picture in that because like the pose he's doing, it looks almost like when Dyson did the thing on second base. Like I've never seen Dwayne Wade do that pose. Like I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting.
All right, guys, I got one for you here.
There was another one I'm thinking of.
Let me show you this. You ready? There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that picture. I mean,
the statue looks more like him than he does. Like his face looks.
Wow, that's a solid. That's a nice bust.
So I don't know what you call the hair, but I mean, yeah. I mean, why shouldn't? I mean, that's what a Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame sculptors should be the ones that do these.
Yeah.
Anyway, look pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I was Dwayne Wade, I would. They also compared it to this guy.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
I saw it side by side with those. The trainer from Rocky. Yeah. No, I just feel like God. I would want like final approval on something like that if it's going to be outside of an arena for the rest of however long.
The Sean Taylor one you were talking about, Jamie, that the Washington, I guess, Commanders put up for their in honoring their late safety. It wasn't a statue at all. It was just his uniform. Remember that? They didn't even have there wasn't even a picture of his face.
Yeah. So they were going to unveil. They were going to unveil this big like dedication to Sean Taylor, and everybody was there. And then when they dropped the whatever the curtain or whatever, it wasn't really anything. It was just his uniform, and I don't know. Seemed kind of silly.
I'll find out too. But
anyway,
what else we got?
Let's see. That's all I had, I think. Hold on, let me go to my trusty phone. You guys go ahead.
Let me play a quick clip real quick. It's Halloween themed, and it will take literally 15 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yes, who I am. Wrong.
Krista Yamaguchi.
Peggy Fleming. Just been proven racist by the racist prover. Hey.
Just been racist, but
by the racist prover.
By the racist prover. That was good. That was good. Community always a solid.
Yeah, like I said, whenever there's holidays, I always end up just kind of going through my favorite shows, holiday episodes.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
finding.
look, I got the Ed Reed hair.
You do have Ed Reed hair. Look at that.
I got the Peyton Manning forehead too.
Jesus.
All right.
One other thing I got written down, and I don't have a video for it, and I wish I did. Did you guys see? So Trump had a big rally in New York at Madison Square Garden. Did you guys see Hulk Hogan?
Should ask Anthony if he was there.
Anthony, yeah,
I did see Hulk Hogan. Did you see
guys
how
see
he
Hulk Hogan?
struggled to take off his T-shirt?
He couldn't rip his shirt off.
I didn't see it, but I heard about that.
He couldn't. He was struggling with it.
The guy with the 24-inch pythons from our childhood, he couldn't take his. He couldn't.
And what I've noticed now is when he does finally, and I saw him do this one other time at a Trump rally. When he rips his shirt off, he's got another shirt on under it. I think because his body's probably so disgusting at this point, from steroids and sagging and tanning, and it's so he rips his shirt off to unveil another red tank top underneath. But this time at this Trump rally the other night, he couldn't rip through his t-shirt, and a little tear dropped from my eye. Little Rudy, if you would have told little Rudy playing with his wrestler men
one day that man isn't going to be able to even rip his shirt off.
He can't even get his shirt ripped off, man.
Well, they don't tell you the long-term effect of Hulkamania is arthritis.
Yes. I mean, you would think they would. I assumed even back in the day when we were kids, this shirts are kind of pre-ripped. Like, the fabric's probably not.
The type of t-shirts I get at like Walmart or something. Where
even for a kid that's going to like Taekwondo class, they like use styrofoam boards that are like, perforated.
Manny,
little Johnny broke his board. Oh,
Manny took those classes when he was younger, and we used to go to his belt ceremonies, and he would move on to the next belt or whatever. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, these kids that are getting awarded black belts, I could beat the shit out of every single one of them. Like, and you're putting them out there on the streets, like thinking they're a black belt because they broke this perforated board. Yeah.
A black belt.
No, you just paid the guy $60 to get a black belt, and you've been here long enough. Terrible. I could beat them all up with one hand behind my back. Terrible. I could. They were a little scrawny. You should have seen these kids. They were little scrawny kids, and it was terrible.
You mean Chance couldn't
Hunter
out of random, go in the hood and start open up.
They should have dropped him off on Troost in the middle of the night. Say, all right, man, here's how you get your black belt. Get back home. But anyway, I think that's all I have.
So did anybody find the Commanders video of the Hail Mary?
No,
I did, but I was looking for a better one. I don't know if the video I had was good. So I'm trying to find a different one. Okay. I never did.
I know.
Okay, here we go.
I know there was one on Twitter.
I don't know if there's a way to mute the guy that's going to come through here. So we'll see. All right. See down there at the bottom, and when I hit play, there's going to be a guy narrating this, but basically it's Tyreek Stevenson, the defensive back for the Bears, is down there taunting the fans. You see him pointing to the Commanders fans.
Videos for the night, and we've actually already covered this game, but pretty insane fan footage has emerged showing Tyreek Stevenson, cornerback for the Chicago Bears, taunting fans before what would be the game-winning Hail Mary. What's insane about this is he's not only taunting fans before the play starts, he continues sort of nonchalantly turning to get in a position. And of course, to make the ultimate irony complete, Stevenson would be the player on the wrong side of the Hail Mary tip drill, with his hand being the last one the ball touched before it was ultimately caught by Noah Brown. And
that's terrible.
Yeah. I don't think it's that big a deal, really. I mean, it is. Well, it didn't end up being that big a deal because, I mean, like I said, it took them forever to run down the field. It's not like he wasn't in on the play because he was busy.
But, well, one of the things I heard is that he should have been the one to cover the tip. Like, he should have been covering the rebound. he
So
was.
But I think Jamie's point though is him making, him taunting the fans. He still got there in time. He was just in the wrong place. Like he's in
the wrong place.
Yeah, he did the play wrong. But yeah,
if you watch the play, I mean, the Jaden Daniels was still running around quite a bit. Like even after he realized, oh crap, the play is going on, the quarterback still was running around. The
receivers were already at the 15-yard line, which I find hilarious. Like they were the play had come to him by the time he realized what was happening. Like
the thing is it's just like the Yankees thing that Rudy showed earlier, celebrating too soon, counting your chickens before they've hatched. And so that's one thing. And then the other thing was, Matt Eberflus talked about how they practiced that play 100 times since the start of the season, and everybody knows who's supposed to be where. And I can guarantee you he wasn't in the right spot. There was supposed to be somebody like right in front of the guy that ultimately caught the.
And I saw somewhere that somebody said that he was doing the same thing on the play before, like taunting the crowd, like since the play before.
Oh yeah, I hadn't heard that.
And
But
and then did you see video of Caleb Williams' reaction to it?
Yeah, he stormed off right away. He was pissed.
Yeah, there was like a split screen of him like watching the play.
Yeah, I saw that.
And yeah,
not as pissed as I was that he got me like hardly any points for fantasy football, and he totally was just screwed me. So
he's been doing well though, because I drafted him and then I dropped him because he didn't do crap the first 3 weeks, and so.
I have him in another league, and the only 2 times I've started him, less than 10 points. So I got one more real quick tip. Let me see here.
I don't know why that happened, but
yeah, I think you could probably just delete that one.
Probably because we've been very dropless this episode.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I wanted to shoehorn some in, but
there was one when
that was the Quit Acting Stupid Award, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the Quit Acting Stupid. So
we should play this one.
Major award.
Yeah, when Anthony was on, and again, he was talking about how a lot of they've got a lot of women. There's not a lot of guys in the class, and they're trying to get more guys. And he had 5 guys. And I was going to do.
Hey guys, I love women.
Would have been perfect.
He's gonna do. It would have been perfect, and I had it there, and it would have been perfect timing. But I'm like, we got to let him. Like, I can't joke around. Like.
Did we get through everything we wanted to talk about? Because I had mentioned to you guys, and you guys haven't heard this, so this is all going to be brand new. That I have.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I don't know. I guess this is the appropriate time to tell it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So last week I was, as I do from time to time, I travel down to Wichita, and you pretty much have a routine. After work, I will go here, I'll go here, and then back to the hotel. And so for various reasons, that didn't work out. So I had texted a guy who I will let's call him an acquaintance. It's not really a friend. It's just somebody I've kind of gotten to know on a few of my travels down there. And so I just said, hey, what are you doing tonight? You out? What basically I was asking him, where are you drinking at? So I, go over there and drink with him. And he said something to the effect of, hey, do you want to play trivia tonight? And so I said, sure.
You sound
so
like gay.
You beat me to it. I was late on it anyways, because he already talked about calling his girlfriend and going to drink with his buddy. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
You never had a drink with a buddy. Anyway, so I said, yeah, sure. So I get the details, and I go to this thing. And when I get there, I find out that it's a charity event, and he sponsored this table. So he's bought the table, and he had one extra spot. And so he invited me to join along. When I get there, just picture this. I sit down at the only chair that's still available around the table. There are probably 7, 8 other guys around this table. I'm the only person of color. Let's put it that way. And I'm the well, okay. Let's leave it at that. So I'm thinking, hey, I'm usually pretty good at trivia, but by that time I'd already had a couple of drinks. So I told him, I said, hey, I'm not sure how good I'd be because I just had a few drinks already before I got to this event, and then there were beverages there as well. So they start asking the questions, and I probably showed up like after the second or third question, so I missed a few before I even got there. But I could quickly tell that these guys were playing. They were very serious. You not only had to put your answer down, but you had to associate a point value with it. And so I don't know if you guys who've played trivia before, you put the number of points that you want to allocate to your answer. Just tells how certain you are of your response. And so as I'm sizing up this table and figuring out what, kind of what crowd I'm dealing with here, I realize that they are very into this game. Like they have finished almost won in previous years, but this group, hasn't, come in first. So they're pretty sharp. I mean, they're getting these questions about different things. And I there's times I was like, guys, I just don't know. They're putting their little sticker that says, hey, we want to take a mulligan here, which means, hey, we don't know the answer, but we're going to, get the points anyway, because we bought these mulligans. Again, it was all for charity. So fast forward, we get to some of the questions. I think the first one, it was like a Mashable, and I'll ask you guys this question. So it's like one of these mashups where the last name of the first answer is also the first name of the second answer. Okay, so the question was, if Andrew Ridgeley left his band and joined up with the star, the main character from the Halloween movies, who would you have? You guys, any guesses?
Duran Jason or Duran Michael or
Michael Myers.
But the first part, if Andrew Ridgeley left the group that he was in,
Duran.
So
right? No, Andrew Ridgeley was the second part.
Wham.
George Michael or Wham.
Wham.
So George Michael
Wham.
Myers. So the answer was George Michael Myers. And
Michael Myers. Oh,
George Michael was in Wham with Andrew Ridgeley. And then the star of the main character of Halloween is Michael Myers. So the answer was George Michael Myers. And I had given it to him, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, you're right. That's right. So they were, and so I'm starting to have to prove, I'm having to prove myself here.
You're earning your stripes.
A little bit. And I'm building up to something, too. So the next question that I really just knew was who was the first Black Supreme Court justice? Anybody?
Thurgood Marshall.
There you go. Thurgood Marshall. So
Thurgood from Half Baked.
Thurgood Jenkins.
So you might imagine, as I described it, a table full of, we'll say 50 to 40, 50-year-old Caucasian gentlemen. Didn't exactly know the answer to that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Didn't exactly know the answer to that. So again, now I'm 2 for 2. All right.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Big brain on Brad. Yeah. So I get to the final one, or this is in the final round. It wasn't the final question, but in the final round, the question was, and I don't have the question with me necessarily, but who was the country music singer that signed Taylor Swift to his record label and effectively gave her start in music, in country music? Any guesses? I mean, they gave you 4 answers. I mean, it was like Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Kenny Chesney, and Toby Keith. Guys, anything?
I would guess Toby Keith.
Kenny Chesney.
So I had Kenny Chesney. I had Toby Keith. What did you say, Andrew?
Alan Jackson.
All right, so you took one of each. So Facebook here has done me a disservice because I had just seen, like the week before, an article about how Taylor Swift attributed much of her career to Kenny Chesney. So I immediately say, Kenny Chesney, and nobody else knew the answer. So they're like, well, you seem pretty confident about that, right? I'm like, yeah, Kenny Chesney. So we put it down. We put, a pretty high value to it. And the answer comes up.
They're going to want to lynch you.
It was Toby Keith. The silence was deafening as I had 16 eyeballs that were all looking right at me. The new guy.
Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this.
I'm like, well, that can't be right. I'm sitting there going, they're wrong. So after the question had already been read and answered, I pull my phone out, and sure enough, the answer was Toby Keith. And I just
lose. Good day, sir.
I wanted to get out of there as fast as I could, but I also didn't want to make it be like, okay, sorry, I screwed your game up. I'm gonna leave. But so I sat there as I'm like, these guys look like, and this is what I forgot to get the clip from Elf, where Buddy the Elf says, everybody looks like they want to hurt me. I mean, it literally looked like because I cost these guys, I cost them money. The prize was a money prize. But as somebody pointed out near the end, as I was getting ready to leave, I gave them some answers that they probably wouldn't have had. The Thurgood Marshall, the George Michael Myers. And so,
yeah, so they cancel it out.
So,
You know what?
yeah, but
You
I
needed
cost
to
them
be-
a prize. And yeah, a few of them shook my hand and basically were telling me, hey, no hard feelings. But I wanted to get out of there so freaking fast because I blew it and cost these guys money.
They were probably like, just stick to the questions about gay people and black people. That's what we need you for.
I'm picturing the scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That's the other. Yes, that's the other clip I was going to pull up. They were like, I say we. How's it go?
I say we kill him.
I say we burn him.
I say we kill him.
Then we burn him, and then we hang him,
and then we kill him.
I say we let him go.
Oh my god!
Because that was funny enough. That was the other thing that came to my mind that night was, I say we let him go.
Never had one lesson.
That's terrible.
So I was just like, I kind of like put my head down and just kind of walked away, and yeah, cost these guys. So this is another. Didn't win first place. So that's when I get to the car, I take off, head back to my hotel, and I start texting you guys that yeah, I nearly lost my life tonight. Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, that beats the hell out of my story that I was going to tell about donating blood. I went and donated blood. What was that?
What did it say?
I love that story.
I love that story.
I've been wanting to add that as a drop for weeks, and yeah.
Taylor and Kenny.
Yeah.
Right.
Taylor and Kenny. I mean, they're just Taylor and Kenny.
I mean, I was thinking about that question just time wise. I would think
9 times.
About the time she got discovered, Toby Keith was pretty big. Whereas I think all those other ones were probably past their prime. Although Kenny Chesney's still big, but I mean.
So I am literally on my phone going, no, that can't possibly be right. And I'm sitting there going, maybe I need to go up there and challenge it. And
I think I've learned my lesson, like getting too sure of myself in a trivia game. Because I've been in those ones where you gotta issue points to each one. And I've had people say, well, how confident are you? What does that say? Oh, Toby Keith.
Toby Keith and Taylor Swift have a connection that began when Keith helped launch Big Machine Records, the label that signed Swift in 2005.
Yeah, I've been in that situation where it's like, the answer. I know the answer. Like I know. Well, how confident? 5. I know this answer, and then you don't get it, and you're with people that take trivia way too seriously.
I'm a nerd, and I'm pretty proud of it.
It wasn't even a monetary.
If I was with you guys and I was real confident and we lost, and you guys would have been like, okay, whatever, yeah, we lost. But it was with total strangers. I was confident, and then I was like, I don't know how these guys are going to react, but they're all staring right at me. And that's where I got the elf, Buddy the Elf. Everybody looks like they want to hurt me because they literally were all staring at me at the same time.
What?
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good.
It is. What was your story, Jamie?
Oh no, it was just about how I donated blood this week, and I was sitting there, and I realized that these people are probably losing money off of me because I sit there and I downed like 12 Oreos.
Next time you go back in, there's gonna be a sign that says there's a 6 Oreo limit.
Well, they only give you like 2 packages, and so I sit there. I eat them so fast that they don't realize that I they're like, no human could possibly eat them that fast. So when I go to throw the trash away, I get more.
There's Oreo dust in your blood, I think. That's terrible.
It was kind of bad. And they used to have them in the 2-packs. And so I used to have all this trash and stuff. Because I think my record was 16. I ate 16 Oreos in one sitting.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so this time, but they upped it to like 4-packs. And so I only had to get 4.
Hungry. Me so hungry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, these people actually probably lose money when I come to donate. So
they should give you cookies based on how much blood you give. It's like, oh, you want that extra pack? We're gonna need another quart.
Yeah.
Quart, man.
I don't
that's a
know.
lot of blood.
I've never given blood, so I don't know the quantities.
I just know you buy ice cream in quarts because Andy's Frozen Custard, you can buy pumpkin pie custard in a quart. I thought about getting it. Yes.
Oh, hell. What time they close?
Shout out to Andy's again for the 3rd week in a row.
Come on,
nobody's listening anyway.
Throw us some free custard at least. Come on, Andy.
All right. Do we want to give our suggestions or recommendations or anything?
Yeah. Did you see something?
Real quick, I saw the movie Martyrs. Fantastic.
Say that again?
Martyrs, Martyrs. Did I spell that right? Martyrs.
Where's that? Where do you find that at?
I don't know where I stream it illegally, but I'm sure you Google it and you'll find it. There's actually 2 of them, and both I've seen the original and the remake, both amazing. They are horror movies, but they are insane, very good.
Martyr.
Anyway.
Martyr.
I haven't seen. I've seen like 2 episodes of a new show that Anita and I started, Bookie on Max.
Yeah,
with Sebastian Maniscalco. That was pretty good. Yeah, pretty funny.
I think I saw the first episode of that. I haven't. That was a long time ago, and I just kind of stopped.
There's only a couple. There's not very many. There's like 8.
8.
I think they're doing a season 2, though. I heard somewhere. So.
Oh, and I do have to put in my plug for one of my favorite comedies, Shrinking. It is now back.
Yes.
On Apple Plus.
I've seen all 3 episodes so far. Very good. Very good.
And I think the next one comes out tomorrow.
Yep. So
anything, Andrew?
No, not really. I mean, I can nothing that I've seen recently or anything. I can recommend something that I've been thinking about this. Maybe I should just recommend things that I've seen from years back that people maybe don't know. Well, one thing, since you mentioned Apple TV Plus, I haven't gotten around to Shrinking yet, but I plan on it. One of my favorite shows is going to come back soon, and they've started to advertise for it. It's Severance on Apple TV Plus. It's been off since, you had the writer's strike, and you had something else too, I think delayed it. But it's been like 2 years now at this point since season 1. And I've told you guys to watch it. And I know some people, I've recommended to some people that tried watching it. They can't get past a little bit of the first couple episodes. I get it. I just keep telling people, I'm like, it has the best ending to a season of television I've ever seen in my life. Like, and that's not hyperbole. Like, I think it's the best. It was like the best cliffhanger ending. And this trailer,
season 1 would disagree.
Which one?
What's that?
Game of Thrones season 1 would disagree.
Oh, that's not even the best Game of Thrones finale of all the seasons. Anyway, but yeah, after 2 years, this trailer was fantastic, and I'm pumped for it. I don't even think it comes out till next year, but I'm waiting for it. So I recommend everybody check out Severance on Apple TV Plus. Like 9 episodes, kind of a science fiction-y type, dystopian type show. Well, I don't even know if that's. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. Just watch it. Go in blind. It's great.
I saw today at the movie theater a movie called We Live in Time. I had never heard of it. Big Andrew Garfield fan. It was good, man. But it's one of those movies where, like, for no reason and without telling you, they're just showing you a story out of order. Like, 1 second the girl's pregnant and the next second she's not. And then 1 second they have a toddler, and then they go back to this is when they first met.
Oh,
and
that would drive me insane.
I mean, maybe I'm not artistic enough. I don't just tell me the story, man. Quit messing around. Just tell me. I mean, because I like the 2 actors.
And I really like Garfield.
But I wonder if
I prefer Heathcliff. But
if you were to, write out all the events of the story in order, would it feel as effective? I mean, sometimes when they do things out of order like that, it's
maybe
meant
not.
to lead
Maybe
you
not,
down
but
a-
I haven't put it together. Like, why did they do it this way? But you're right. I mean, maybe. If they would have just played it out, I would have been like, okay, that's the story of two people. And
I'm just saying, I don't think people do that just to screw with you. I think there's a reason they put them out of order. Like
messing with me. The other thing I watched was The Purge. I'd never seen The Purge.
I haven't either.
I fell asleep, but that shouldn't reflect on the movie at all. I was in bed watching it and was out. But I mean, not like a light. I watched some of it, and the whole premise of it was really original, like really really cool. And I know there's a million other Purge movies that I hear are better than the first one, but it was interesting, and I want to go back and finish watching it. I like the message it had about society and stuff like that. So it was good. I just fell asleep.
The real life version will be taking place here in a few months, right?
Oh God, probably, but we'll see. Hopefully not. I'm good. What else? That's it.
We hit on a lot of stuff, guys. Anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna play another clip, but I feel like at this point we're probably all clipped out.
A short one.
Go ahead.
Be short.
Go for it.
All right.
Oh man, a lot of dead air.
This out. My key to the city of Gary, Indiana. Look at this. And my gold record from that novelty party song.
Mitzvah, spooky, scary. Boys becoming men becoming wolves.
Well,
I think for that to be funny, you have to watch the show and know the character.
I don't think you do. I think novelty Halloween, like Monster Mash and all that stuff is.
Yeah,
I've
never seen the show.
That's on my Halloween playlist on Spotify, and Macy enjoys that song when it comes on. We went out this weekend to Parkville to go to some scary forest something or other where they were going to have. Yeah. Anyways, the line coming out of the forest was huge, and there was no way it was a wasted trip for us. But on the way there, we were playing my Halloween playlist, and that came on, and yeah, good. It's a funny song. I love it.
You have a Halloween playlist?
I sure do. Should we go over it?
Monster Mash.
Let's save that.
That opens and closes it, right?
We can't save my Halloween playlist for next week. Halloween it'll be full on Christmas time at that point.
That was my way of saying let's not talk about it.
What'd you say?
Are there movie scores like Halloween?
Oh yeah, Halloween, Friday the 13th, all those. Macy likes to skip over those because there's no words, but Werewolf Bar Mitzvah's in there. But I do. You know what? Monster Mash is a banger. I'm sorry. That's a banger, dude.
I love Monster Mash.
It really is. Really is.
That's weird.
Let's do it.
I think that's it, Bob.
All right. Well, we have once again come to the end of our show. So we want to thank you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I don't know what else. Like and subscribe. What else did they do? Share.
Rate, review.
Rate,
follow.
Review, share, follow. Awesome. So for my brothers Rudy and Andy and Jamie, until next time, quit acting stupid.
Not to get into too much troubles, okay?